Yeah, I need some Fs. I need some horrible sound effects to embarrass myself into... The fucking timing on that, Jesus. Oh, I feel like that's clip worthy. Ooh. Epic. Maybe I can leave this stuff.
Yeah.
Make sure for the hey!
Oh! Oh my god! What? What happened? I actually just shat myself.
I see you need to pick something up behind you. Interesting. Oh, I found it. Hang on, one second. Which direction? Oh my goodness.
Alright, go to Rend.
Oh,
they're
clips.
That's actually fantastic.
They're both clips?
Yeah.
I just we could go
I guess
wrong.
we go to offense.
Miles,
Yeah.
please. It sounds like such...
Oh, but that's... Oh. Yeah, we'll go Rend.
Okay. Tom is slowly going back.
Okay, we're just gonna have to warn him before we land, okay? So... Alright, we're going... We're gonna go to Rend here. It's eclipsed, so it's gonna be very lethal.
Come on, don't do this to me. Okay, you know what? You know what we're gonna do?
I don't even know how
you got
to.
push-ups because you're on the bed.
I don't.
You know what? No.
I don't
How
even
we
know.
gonna do this? How we
Shall
gonna
I
do
just
this?
shall I just do ladies push-ups?
I have to do squats. Oh,
Oh.
oh, work out with the boys. Come on, boys. Oh. Oh, there we go. Bro, I'm gonna be sweating. I'm gonna be sweating bullets by the end of this.
Yeah, no.
You know what? There we go.
Yeah, no. Man.
Black backdrop. Like if I get behind it, can you see how much? That looked really weird. Can you see me just be cold? I'm so unbelievably cold. Somebody send me a blanket. Anything, anyone, please. No. No! You're kidding me! No! Oh, are you winning, son? No! No, I'm not. You're kidding me. And I did lick it on the chair, but it wasn't beer. It was piss. It's clear. Click it. All right, I'm gonna do it. Let's try this, shall we?
You got debated. You got debated. You got debated. Debated. Debated.
Okay, that was just about the coolest thing I've ever done in my entire life. You're welcome. Yeah. I don't like it. I don't like it on command. Makes me feel like I'm somebody's bitch. Das ist fantastisch. I think we got it. Yay! Oh my fucking! Oh no! No! Oh fuck you, man! Fuck you! Oh. Hello, friends. How we doing? Thanks for joining us on this lovely, lovely Tuesday. Now that you guys are here, I see Sweet in the early gang. Sweet with the first redeem. Jess with the early gang, Pixels with the early gang, Percy, Annie, Kormishi, thank you all for coming to join us today. How are we all doing? How have we been the last couple of days? I feel like Tuesday is always such a catch-up session for us because I'm not here over the weekend, really. Like, yeah, we get to hang out on Saturday, and we hung out a lot on Saturday. We got Masters. We fucking did it. Oh, I just love to see it. We got Masters. Rick, very good to see you as well. How you doing, buddy? Thank you for joining us. Boss man Rick Wood, fantastic to have you in. Hopefully you've had a good weekend as well. The tunes are somewhat loud right now, so allow me to turn those down to save thy ears. Hell yeah, let's go. It's going to be an exciting one today. I have been very excited to hop back to the streams since we last left off on Saturday, partly because I was living on a high, man. I'm going to let you in on a little bit of a secret here. So it sounds so sad because it's just about video games, but I went down. Did you have fun in work? I'd say no, probably. A bit of a high was drugs. It wasn't drugs, Lux. It wasn't drugs, my friends. I'm a very sober individual. But I told myself, I was like, I'm going to get Masters this season. I was like, I'm going to do it. It's going to be legit. It's not going to be like the Rat Fest like season 17 was. It's going to be, you know, it's going to be ending on a dub. It has to end on a dub. Like, we have to play well or we don't get there, right? So I was like, I'm going to do it this season. And I was slowly running out of time. And I was like, man, I've been such a believer in, like, you know, you put your mind to it, you develop your skill sets, and you'll get there. And I was like, I so envisioned doing this. I was like, if I didn't hit this, I was like, what else am I not going to be able to do? Like, my worldview was collapsing. And I was like, God damn. So after the stream, I finished and I looked out the window for a good, like, I'd say a good, like, 10 minutes just with the cats. Just looking out over the horizon, just like, we fucking did it. We actually fucking did it, like, properly. And I knew I was going to do it, and I actually did do it. So all the other things I was starting to get worried about, maybe I can't do, I was like, I can do them. It's going to be fucking good. We got this. Sheesh. Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. It was, I don't know. I was flooded by just, like, what the future holds, if you know what I mean. Which window? Can I pan this around? Oh, shit. Yeah, I've got something to show you guys as well. It's this window here, but, you may or may not notice that there's a certain change in this sort of region of the office right now. So we got some new cat trees. I spent some time building these over the weekend. It's quite large, I'll give you that. The other one was really tall, but it was really small and skinny. It was a pole that just went up to the ceiling. But that one's big. However, it's a palace. Pinky keeps calling it a castle, right? Okay, but with that, that's the cat mansion. Okay, I think I need to try and show you guys something. Hopefully this is gonna work. If I bring up, God, what's it called? Elgato Camera Hub. I beg it works. Yeah, okay, Pinky, I'm gonna show them the other one because we got two and I spent a little while doing this. Hopefully it doesn't break everything. Let's go. We want Epoch Cam Pro. There's another one. There is, in fact, another one. If this will connect, this will be absolutely glorious on the iPhone. That's the one. Okay, I'm going to cover this up because our kitchen's not in, like, the best shape right now. And Pinky and I, we just got finished filming a couple of short form things, okay? So one sec. Hang on. I'm hoping that didn't disconnect, right? That didn't disconnect, right? Okay, it came back. Good. Because, oh, it has a little, like, oh, sick. That's really cool. So, yeah, that happened. The plan was originally, reaches so it's about 3 foot tall. You motherfucker. You motherfucker. But again, good to see everyone who's just hopped in as well. I see Lux is also here now. Obviously, King is here. Hype is here. George is here. This is what we like to see. Thank you, friends. But yeah, that thing is 2 meters and 4, it's 204 centimeters. So it's just over 2 meters tall. The plan was to put this one back here in the living room. And then we were going to go ahead and put the other one, that one in here. So I built this one. I got home from work late on Sunday. And I was like, you know what? It was some leaving drinks for Daff, who you met before. She was one of the lovely ladies who came into the backdrop of the stream with Pinky once. So we had a little, you know, we had a couple of drinks together after work. I didn't drink. I had a roast dinner, and it was really funny because everyone was having beverages and I was just eating a roast dinner by myself pretty much. And it was stupid. But I came home. I was like, I'm going to build these cat trees. They came today, and I want to treat these kitties. They're spoiled, I know, but we've got to keep spoiling them. So built this one in there, and I was like, okay, it's quite sizable. I realized the other one's actually bigger. This is alarming. So I started building it in here and then realized, holy shit, it's too big to go in here. It would fit in the ceiling wise, but it would take up so much of the room that I'm like, I wouldn't be able to live in here. I wouldn't be able to do my work. I wouldn't be able to do anything. So yeah, it was quite something, but honestly, I fucking love them. Pinky came home later in the evening, was like, maybe I love it. I love it for them, but what the fuck have you done? It's like, I'm sorry. Were the instructions to build a cat mansion as indecipherable as they usually are? Honestly, Lux, for the most part, it was okay because all of the parts had part numbers. The only thing I have absolutely winged it on was eyeballing which screws I was supposed to use, the bolts I was meant to use. Luckily, I'm pretty sure I got it right. They are standing. They haven't collapsed yet. They've had both cats running around, and both of them, they love them. They actually love them. But yes, happy Pancake Day to everybody. Has anybody had any pancakes and or crepes today? Do tell. How is the early gang out of stock? Because we're popping today. Got older people inside. You love to see it. Let's go. Stars Dab, good to see you as well. Thank you for joining us. Sheesh. Got an important question. Hype, good to see you as well, my friend. You have pancakes. I know you had pancakes. I know you did. Bless you. I forgot about it as well, Rick. It wasn't until I got home from the gym. I woke up nice and early, sorted out some chores and laundry, went to the gym early, deadlifted. It was, I'm fucking tired, honestly. It ruined me. But when I came back, I was like, Pinky, let's have some breakfast. I'm going to do some more chores. I'm going to sort some more bits out. I'm going to post my Big Win Gym shorts, just in case nobody's following me on there. It is Big Win Gym on TikTok right now. I'm just doing a little diary on my journey with my bulk, which has not gone well, apparently, because I'm eating, me and Pinky were working it out, probably about at least 4,000 calories a day, if not more most days. And I have not gained weight over the last couple of weeks. If anything, my weight has gone down, which makes absolutely no sense. I've apparently lit the furnace that is my metabolism, and it's not slowing down, which is kind of nuts, which means I'm going to have to bump it up to like 4,500 to be able to try and gain. Are you brushing your teeth with milkshakes? Not quite, but I think I might need to. You need to boiled egg. I've been having, since the bulk started, routinely at least 5 eggs a day, Lux, and Stars Dab, sorry. So yeah, I've been putting in work, okay? I've been putting in work, but yeah, this is part of the reason why I had to stop being a vegetarian to try and hit my protein goals on an affordable budget, because Pinky can attest to this. The amount of food I eat is genuinely quite disturbing. And to hit my protein goal, which is close to like 200 grams at this point, doing that on a fully vegetarian diet was rough, man. Honestly, it was just not good for my insides either. It was just so much plant protein. Are you doing Power World with viewers, Georgia? That is the plan. That is the plan. But the problem is I've been having some issues with my Power World. Like it only lets me boot up my world if I deselect multiplayer. I'm going to give it my best shot to get it functioning again. However, it might be that I end up having to solo Power World today, which is really sad. And I will enjoy myself. It's a really fun game and I happily play it by myself all day. But I want to make sure you guys can get involved as much as possible. I'm just waiting for the more like no pals world. I want it to be Power World. I want the pals in. But yeah, I'm waiting for that Steam Xbox cross-play update to come through, because we've got fuck all. We have got absolutely fuck all in terms of updates on Xbox and Game Pass, which is really sad. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Are you going to TwitchCon this summer? No, Hype. I don't think so. Are you? I think I'm going to be giving TwitchCon a miss this year, not because I don't want to go, but more so because I'm going away quite a few times this year already, and I'm already struggling with my own workload, and I feel like if I add additional trips through, not only will I start getting like anxious about it, if I have too many trips and too many plans ahead in advance, it weirds me out, it wigs me out. So I think we're probably going to avoid it this year, but I'd love to go next year. I want to try and get ahead of schedule and get it booked in next year. That'd be cool. Rotterdam, also money, yeah, also money too. Like money is obviously a lot more of a concern since I'm like part-time work and working on content. But I would love to go. I would love to go again. San Diego was a really good time. Like I really enjoyed the convention. It's just traveling back out to San Diego is an absolute no. The European ones I'd love to do more often. If they get one in London, absolutely I'm going 100%. If there's another one in like Amsterdam or Paris or something like that, we could totally do that too. Rotterdam is so close. It's not bad. I don't know if we have a ticket still available, Hype. We could potentially try and go Pinky if you really wanted to. But yeah, I wasn't planning on it necessarily. It was a kind of like, oh, well, it would be cool to go this year, but it wasn't like a, yes, I'm definitely going this year kind of thing. TwitchCon, yes, Winchester, we're talking about TwitchCon. Again, good to see you. How are you, my friend? Again, if anyone has hopped in and I haven't seen any of your messages yet, I'm really sorry. Like King, I know you messaged earlier in the chat as well, but I completely blanked it. Not on purpose. I was just mid-story, so I'm sorry about that. How are you doing? There we go. There's your boy, King. I am doing fantastic, my friend. How are you? Thank you again for joining us on this fine Tuesday afternoon. Well, Tuesday afternoon for me, at least. Georgia with a WhatsApp. Boss man had a mini crisis. I did. Literally had a bit of a crisis. Pixels is here. I start work as soon as the season drops. Pixels, no. But Pixels, I am playing Apex tomorrow as well. So have no fear. This time we'll definitely get you involved because there's going to be no ranks requirements until much later in the season. So don't even worry about that. We'll definitely be able to get some games in. I want to try out the 3 strikes game mode. I want to get, not 3 strikes, sorry. I want to get a try out the new mixtape game mode, which is called... I literally just sorted out a short form content bit on this. It's in my video as well. What the fuck is it called? Straight Shot is the Battle Royale LTM. I can't remember. What is it called? Either way, though, you reached plat. Oh, in Fortnite ranked. Okay, there we go. I was like, hang the fuck on. Also, apparently, for those of you that are interested in Overwatch and Overwatch 2 specifically, because Overwatch isn't a thing anymore, there, oh, bless you, there is a new season coming out today as well, right? A big update in Overwatch as well, where they're overhauling the rank system. They are overhauling a lot of things. Like every character is getting passive healing now, except the supports get a faster passive healing, or at least it kicks in quicker. What else were they doing? Yeah, there's just a whole new system coming into play in Overwatch as well, which is kind of wild. Annie, like for instance, I know you don't play Overwatch ranked, but there's some big changes happening in that too, which is interesting, very interesting. There's another one. These cats are spoiled. They are. I was having this conversation with somebody yesterday with the cats. There was a quote by Ricky Gervais. Say what you want about Ricky Gervais. I actually think he's quite funny. But with cats, he's got a cat and he spoils the shit out of it. And one of his family members was like, you spoil the shit out of that cat. And he's like, yeah, and fucking what? It's a cat. What's the worst that's going to happen? Spoiling a cat is fine. They're just going to have a great life. You're going to feel good about spoiling it. It's a win-win for all parties. But if you spoil a child in the same way, they develop to be a snotty little shit. So there are consequences of spoiling a human being, whereas there are no consequences of spoiling a cat, right? Other than they'll expect nicer things. But they're a cat. It's fine. They're not going to mess up anybody else's life or anything like that. Whereas a cat, they're just chilling. They're just chilling. Don't even worry about it. What I'm hearing is children is the problem. I love being a snotty little shit. Annie, no, please. Not like this. If you are going, I've made a Discord for people and friends that we might make plans during the event. That would be sick. That would be really cool, Hope. I will absolutely let you know. I'll have a chat with Pinky. What are the dates? I'm sure you probably put them in the chat, but I haven't gotten to them yet. What are the dates of TwitchCon this 2024? Let's go with that. I wonder if this is updated. No, it hasn't, but I can fix it. It's Panko on her new little fortress. She loves it. She loves it. Will premiere in Rotterdam July 29th to 30th. Sorry, June 29th to 30th. Pinky, are we doing anything in June? I don't think we are, right? Well, I don't know how easy it would be to get there. Like, I'm assuming it would be flights, right? And not some very odd system. They meow for tuna every time I open beans. It's so funny. It's so funny. The cats are now conditioned to the point that they will hear a can open and they're like, it's definitely tuna. And they'll be like, meow, meow, meow. And they'll just keep going for it. And Pinky's like, it's beans, man. Do you want beans? And turns out cats don't want beans. I also don't know what this is. It looks like one of the cats has scratched me, so I don't know if that was in my sleep or what, but salam everyone, welcome assalam my friend. How are you doing? Thank you for joining us. You do love the drama of a last minute win. Holy shit, I am far back in chat. Okay, I'm scrolling down. Annie calling me 3 foot. Nothing's changed there. Happy Pancake Day to everyone who enjoys happiness. If you don't celebrate Pancake Day, what are you doing? That's a good question. Pancake Day isn't much of a thing in North America, really. Really? I thought it was. I thought it was a bigger thing in the US than it was in the UK. I want to be a big win cat. What, just to get spoiled? Ooh, with Nutella. America loves sadness. Can confirm. Can confirm. What are people's go-to pancake toppings, actually? Pinky says Nutella. Absolutely. Are people more on the berry hype or more on like the spread hype when it comes to things like pancakes? Do tell. You should start making it a thing. Yeah, Lux, why not give yourself a designated pancake day a week? It's additional happiness, right? But what's not to love? Skirgan or Skagan. Why have I put an immediately like terrible accent on that one? What is it? I've Googled it and it's jewelry. So that seems like an expensive breakfast to me, to be honest with you. Skirgan, Denmark is an American brand. Yeah, if you're putting expensive jewelry on your pancakes hype, I feel like you've probably misunderstood something in that lineup of what Pancake Day means. Shrimp salad on pancakes? That sounds a little too savory. Interesting. Can I say a bad word? Absolutely, you fucking may, my friend. Do go ahead, Winchester. We're fine with bad words as long as it's not like a racist slur or it's straight offensive to a demographic. If it's just fuck, then or something like that, it's fine. I'm fine with it. We're not that family friendly. I try to be, but sometimes it just slips out, you know. Search. How do I see this? Can we see that video? Wait, which video? Which video are we talking about? Was it Rora? Swedish shrimp salad. Interesting. I feel like Pinky would fucking love this. I mean, I probably would as well now, actually. Oh, you get it in like a... Oh, on a pancake, really? Interesting. Okay. All right. Okay. You want to see the one of me screaming? Hang on, where is it? It was in... Was it in Pew Pew? It wasn't in Pew Pew. Where was it? Gaming Posts? No. Stream... Where? What channel was it in, bro? I can't find it. Am I being silly? Silly question, really. Was it content related? Clips and highlights? There we go. All right, let's... Oh, Jesus Christ, that was loud. It's such terrible quality after Twitch has like butchered it. But I'll pop this up just real quick. Can you see that?
Last one.
Fuck yes, boys. Let's
Fucking go. Back to back.
Man.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's pretty good. I watched it again this morning and it did give me a good chuckle. It was a good time, man. We did good. We did fucking good. Let's fucking go. Yes. I was ready for it. Canada sometimes tries, but not really. And with the US so religious, you'd think Americans don't even have an Easter holiday. That's something that kind of shocks me. Not the Easter holiday bit, but the fact that Pancake Day, a day exclusively related to eating something that's probably not very good for you, and the Americans don't take up on it? Something doesn't quite compute to me, right? 5 eggs, that's weak. You need 50. I mean, to be Starstab, I'm eating other things other than just eggs in the day. I promise you that, okay? Devastating. Waffles are entirely different. I suppose it will suffice though if that's what you have. Yeah, it's close enough. As long as it's like a sweet waffle and not like a savory potatoey one. We've had this discussion before. People don't consider that waffles, but I do. It's called a potato waffle, okay? For context, his maintenance calorie rate is 3,000 calories. So yeah, I had a health assessment last year. I need to rebook one. But I had a health assessment last year and just from my like bloods, I don't know how the fuck they did it, but they worked out that my basal metabolic rate, so that's my rate. If I lay there and do absolutely pretty much nothing for the entire day, don't do any extra additional activity or anything, is apparently 3,000 calories. So if I do any moving around in the day or go to the gym, that's going to bump it up to closer to like over 4,000 for like an active calorie count for the day, which is expensive, man. In a zombie apocalypse, I would be a great member of the team in terms of what I would be able to provide in terms of resource gathering, defense, you know, or like getting involved in making that society run in a zombie apocalypse. But I'd be first to go because I'd eat all the food and people would be really upset with me. And I'd probably get left behind so that the zombies would chomp on me so everyone could escape and they don't have to waste all the food on me. Which, to be honest, I wouldn't even be mad about. If there was a zombie apocalypse and people wouldn't let me into their society because I ate too much food, I'd get it. I'd just go out hunting until they caught me one day. That'd be it, I guess. Something I need to try now for science. Always for science. Wait, were the shrimp salad pancakes? God damn, I'm so far back in the chat. I'm so sorry. I'm getting better. I'm getting there. I was going to go to TwitchCon North America, but I'm going to Tate McRae concert month prior, so I'm not going to have enough money saved up to go to TwitchCon. Fair play, Winchester. That's completely understandable. Noted. Tickets are not released yet, but the hotels and Airbnb are already going up in prices. That is gross. The thing is like if I go away for a convention, I want to make sure that I've actually got a nice Airbnb as well, because not that I plan to spend all my time in the Airbnb, but when you've exhausted yourself in a convention, both socially, by talking to tons of new people or people that you've like never met in person before, and you've been walking around on your feet all day, it's tiring. It's like really, really tiring. So I want to make sure I've got a nice place to sleep next time we go to a convention, because not that the place that we went with Blake wasn't nice, but I don't think Pinky and I managed to rest up as well as Blake and Joel did, because there were no curtains in our bedroom. So as soon as the sun came out, we're like, right, ready to go. Shit. Bless him. There we go. I said a pick of the waffle with Skirgan. Am I saying Skirgan stupidly? I think I might be. I feel like I am, right? Let's open that link. Let's pop it up here. Skirgan. Is that a rare PJ crotch shot as well? Love to see it. Okay, that... Oh. I don't know how to feel about that. Can I get... you know, I'm going to run a poll. I'm going to run a poll right now. Okay, so... in the foods channel in the Discord, just so you guys can look at it at your own leisure, I am going to run a poll. New poll. Pancakes. I'm going to put savory, question mark, or sweet. I'd like to know what the consensus is. Because I swear, like, most people go for a sweet thing with a pancake, right? Versus something savory like a prawn salad. Best match, made a voice note with how you say it.
Skagenröra.
Skagenröra. Okay, noted. Okay, so not Skirgan. I don't know where I was getting Skirgan from. Skagenröra, okay. Probably not saying that correctly still, but that's close enough for me and probably close enough for a non-Swede as well, okay? So you let me have this, all right? You let me have it. We got really bad with eating pancakes at one point. I just kept making them. Yeah, but they were really tasty. And they were protein pancakes. They were protein pancakes as well. So it's not like we were just overloading on pure sugar. We had some level of protein in them. To be fair, a protein pancake just means that it's got more than like 2 grams of protein. It's got like 5 instead of 2, which really isn't enough to do anything. But relatively, it's double the protein content. So you're like, it's a protein version of this food. That's something that you need to be careful of when you're out in the shops. So for instance, if you buy a protein cereal because it has the word protein on the front and they're like, it's got 7 grams per serving. And you're like, wow, 7 grams of protein in this cereal? And then you check the regular cereal next to it and it's got 4.5. You're like, oh, it's double the protein content loosely, right? But it's not enough to make a difference and not enough to upsell it. So be careful when you're buying stuff out and about, people, okay? Do your research. Do your research. Just check the label. That's all. Okay, cool. Just wanted to be sure. Absolutely. Of course, my friend. Of course. Are we talking American fluffy pancakes or the thinner type? Either, Lux. Either. Usually put butter with cinnamon. Ooh. Ooh, Umpa, that sounds delicioso, my friend. Umpa, again, good to see you as well. How many streams are you on right now? You and Sweet must be close to 55 now, right? I think we're getting very close. We're getting very close. I can't claim Apex Prime drops because I'm not allowed to swap the Amazon that's linked to my EA. That seems silly. What if you just want to disband one and re-authenticate? That's really dumb. Okay, noted. Are you able to get access to the other one? That's dumb, man. You can't tell I'm a horny fucker when I'm choosing to see a female performer in a concert over meeting people from different communities. Winchester, I love the fact that you openly asked if you were allowed to make the statement, as opposed to Lux, who, you know, doesn't need permission. He will say what he must, and that's okay. Have you seen Beauty and the Beast? Which one? Like the one with Emma Watson, or? Gaston eats 5 dozen eggs and he's roughly the size of a barge. So there's a tip. All right. So I need to eat 60 eggs a day. Is that what you're telling me? Listen. All right. I want to hear the logic here, Lux. Oh, I've got time. What are you saying? Go on. The Yelp. It's not a Yelp. It's a sheesh. Okay. For reference, the reason why I think you put it in the memes channel, right? The reason why I think Kiashu loves that noise that I make so much is because it reminds him of this particular chap.
William, knife man.
Meu Deus.
Silly.
Que faca bem jogada.
A hill, real rugged, like. I saw a custer like that.
Stupid. The noise he makes.
William, knife man.
I love it. I love it. And that is what you're picturing every time, I'm assuming, my friends. So let's... Oh, I muted chat. Very silly. I was trying to bring back the music and I was like, why is it so quiet still? Tom, you'd be terrible in an apocalypse. You just run off like in Fortnite. No, I wouldn't. There's no benefit to me off slaying zombies other than feeling really cool, Annie. What do you mean? I take a lot to exist just in terms of the calorie count I take. I'm not going to go out wasting energy just bonking zombies for the sake of it away from my squad. Okay, in Fortnite it's different. Okay, it's pixels. I understand the difference in an apocalypse. Okay, come on, be nice to me. All right, that food looks. It does look really good, Georgia. I'm trying to picture the flavor, and I can't quite combine them where it doesn't feel off. Do you know what I mean? It looks really tasty, but it seems wild. Have you played Mullet, Mad Jack, and Echo Point Nova demos? Found them on the Next Fest? No, I haven't, Kwamishi. I haven't played a demo of a game in a long time. I played early access games, but I've not played demos of games in a really long time. Again, we do have a poll running right now. I'm interested to see your thoughts on pancakes, whether you have them sweet, whether you have them savory. If you've not voted already, please do go ahead and do so. If you're worried about predictions in your region, it's a poll. It's not a prediction. I'm pretty sure everybody can vote on a poll. Just not everybody can get involved with a prediction because it's technically gambling a resource, despite the fact that it's not like a real currency. It's an in-channel currency. But I get it. It's the behavior that societies are trying to curb, not the actual loss of money, right? They don't give a shit if an individual loses money. They give a shit if they've got nothing and then they don't contribute to society, right? Presumably. I don't think they care about the well-being. Savory if thin kind, sweet if American kind. Interesting. Okay, noted. But PJ, sheesh, good to see you, buddy. Hey, how are things in the Winterland? They are pretty damn good. We got new cat trees for the cats. We got some short form content posted. We had the Apex season summary update, like out and posted well in time. We are playing some Powerwall today with everybody here, if it lets me do it. Again, sorry, PJ, it's only Xbox and Xbox Game Pass yet. They'll fix it. They told me they would. All right. When I say they told me, I looked on the internet and they said they would. Okay. I wish I had a direct connection to the execs over at Powerwall. I want the insider knowledge, but unfortunately, no. But yeah, it's been good. It's been good. How are you, PJ? Hopefully all well, not covered in burns, I hope. Hopefully you fully recovered from your sickness, and hopefully you said you burned your thumb last time we spoke, right? So you would say you're a little lad that loves berries and cream. What? Where did I get this from? I mean, the thing that we're looking at, it was waffles with savory, so I don't think there was berries or cream. Or am I tripping? I like both savory and sweet. At the same time or at different instances, Georgia? Do tell. Do tell. And how have you been getting on with your computer, Georgia? I'm sure you've been absolutely loving it, right? Presumably. I remember when I first went to a PC and I was like, wow, the possibilities compared to a console are just so much wider. You get everything a console could do, but then you've also just got the internet on there, like really free and easy to use, as opposed to having to like open up applications, go to browser, type with a fucking Joy-Con and the A or X button. Whereas on PC, it's like, I can just be like, what is the number one cause, I don't know, of deaths by animal? Why is it always animals, man? Mosquitoes, yeah, I mean, that checks out. Of course that checks out. But the fact I could just do that in 10 seconds, easy. And then I could be like, you know what? I want to play Power World, or I want to play Apex, and I can just boot that up instantly. It's nice. It's nice. It's the PC master race, I'm telling you. Sweden loves their seafood, so during Midsummer, Easter, and Christmas, we always have picked herring on the table, or salmon. Oh, sorry, pickled herring. I've never had a pickled fish, and I don't know that I want a pickled fish, to be honest with you. They seem unreasonable would be the word I'm looking for. Pickled fish? You want pickled fish? Do you actually? Why are you looking at me like that? She's looking at me like this, like goblin mode. What? Sauerkraut? I've also never had sauerkraut. Have I? Oh, then I've had sauerkraut. I didn't know I ate sauerkraut. Uh-huh. Oh. I thought the whole pickling process meant it would last forever. Oh. Apparently, okay, I don't know, you guys probably didn't hear any of that. But it goes sour? Okay. Pinky's used the word qualm, like you've got ongoing beef with sauerkraut in the country. But apparently, Pinky's qualm / gripe / bad relationship with sauerkraut is in the UK. I think sauerkraut is not like the most readily available commodity. Like it's not super common to have in a household. So apparently they're only sold in fucking huge tubs. And once you open them, you have to eat it within a week or some shit. I would have thought that was the other way around. Like it's pickled. It's just, it is sealed, pickled stuff. So I thought it'd be like, it would last forever. No? Isn't that what the pickle do? It's so salty that nothing else can thrive in there. Now you're letting air into it. Yeah, I suppose so. I guess it just lasts forever until you open it, right? I caught maybe 3 of those words, but it's fine. Don't even worry about it. Sauerkraut soup I used to eat when I was young. PJ with the hydrate. Thank you very much, sweet boy. Again, I do hope you are well. What did I miss? An hour left until I'm there. Let's go, PJ. That's what we like to see. It would be helpful to have multiple monitors, but I have no space for that. The thing is like... Okay, I'm going to get onto the topic of the Apple Vision Pro in a second. I'd love to hear people's thoughts on that as well. But VR headsets for almost everybody said sweet on the pancakes as well. Yeah, okay, noted. Yeah, I'm glad I'm in the majority here. Baby? Thank you. Give me a sec. She's blasted. Are you playing the stream out of your phone? Oh, she's so cute. I was like, Pinky, are you playing the stream out of your phone? She's like, oh, sorry. Just want to watch you. She's in the bathroom, so it's like echoing around the whole apartment, and I'm pretty sure you guys could hear it too. But who's that up there? Look at her go, little babe. Oh yeah, we're talking about you. Very cute. Very cute. Look at that sweet kid. I realized I don't think my camera is on the mount straight, which is unfortunate. Jess Elise, sheesh. Oh, good to see you, my friend. How are you doing? That took all of the cardio power I had for the rest of the day, okay? I'm sorry. My dad is a protein obsessive and he eats like minimum 4 eggs a day. Usually like 6. There was a lot of research that came out a while back that people were like, yeah, if you eat more than a single egg a day, you're gonna have bad cholesterol. But I had my health assessment. They're like, yeah, all of your levels are fantastic. You know, well within healthy ranges for LDLs, HDLs, all of your cholesterol, everything it looks good. Your blood work is supreme. And I was like, okay, cool. I wanted to ask you about eggs though. And they're like, yeah, you know, the consensus actually isn't nailed down. People thought it was bad for you. And then people actually thought it was really good for you. Now people don't really know. She was like, why? I was like, because I eat a shitload of eggs. And she's like, yeah, well, it's working for you. Absolutely fine. Keep going. I was like, all right. So at least for my system, eggs work with me very well. Very well. Wait, Hype, is PJ not going to come to TwitchCon with you? No, please. Come on. Berries and cream. I'm a little lad who loves berries and cream. Okay. I don't think I've heard that song, Georgia. I'm assuming that's a song. He said it's not his thing. To be fair, Hype, I get it. Like, it is quite an overwhelming thing. I don't know if this is just like an autistic trait of mine, suppose, or something that I would at least tick within that checklist, right? But if I'm in an area or a venue and there's just a shitload of people, I get sensory overload. Like, it kind of messes me up a little bit. I fight through it for the most part because typically the benefit of being there outweighs the sensory overload that I get a lot of the time. But I do totally get it. Like, there are a bunch of people that I met at TwitchCon or people that I know that went to TwitchCon and they're like, you know what? I don't know if I want to go again, or I don't know if I want to go again for a while. Again, that's part of the reason why I haven't been to another one, or I haven't been like really like raring to go for another one. I did have a great time. I met lots of really cool people. I met Beacon. Like, I met a bunch of cool brands there. Met some people in real life that I'd never met before. Met Sparky. Met Blake, obviously, and Joel. I met Zap. Who else did I meet? I met Holly. I met tons of people. I met like a lot of people at TwitchCon. That was really, really nice. And it was really cool to see that the majority of them were just like absolutely the same as they were in real life. I met Ian as well. Yeah, there we go, Pinky. I met Ian Watson as well. Again, if you guys don't know Ian, Ian's fantastic. I love Ian. His reels keep popping up on my feed and he fucking makes me giggle every time. Burn, yeah, we met Matt. We went to the zoo with Matt. Yeah, it was like a really, really nice time. And I met some really lovely people and I enjoyed it thoroughly. And I'd love to do something like that again. But I can't lie that if I'm in the venue for too long, even for like Comic-Con, there's a part of me that's like, you know what? Do you just want to go outside for a bit just to kind of, I don't know, clear your head? It's just, your senses just get a bit overwhelmed after a while because there's just so much stimuli. There's a lot of lights, various different like just visuals going on, lots of people in cosplay and costume. One thing I really hate, really don't like about things like going to the pub or bars or anything like that is if I'm trying to have a conversation with somebody and it is like, it's really active, like you're watching them intently because you're trying to desperately actually pick up the information they're telling you because you're trying to blur out all of the like the background noise that's going on or like other people talking or just that general hum of a large venue. I hate that. Like, it's so annoying. Like, if I have a conversation with somebody in a quiet setting, like, it's great. I love it. I love hearing about new things and new people. Like, I wouldn't do this if I didn't love conversation, but conversation in the right venue for me. And I found that even with TwitchCon, as much fun as I was having, yeah, I was still getting like overstimulated. Sorry, I'm in a call. Kiashu, that's all good. No worries. You don't need to be autistic to have sensory sensitivities. Lots of people have sensory sensitivities. No, exactly. I completely agree. I just know that obviously sensory overloads and sensory sensitivities is a very common trait among autistic people. And again, I know when I use the word autistic people, it is a spectrum. Like, there are probably various traits that I have that align with autism. There are various traits that I'm missing, etc. So I'm along there somewhere. I don't know where it stops. But yeah, no, I know you're right. It's just it's a very common theme with a lot of people who at least have a diagnosis of autism. Let's say that. Now it's all good. No injuries or illnesses. PJ, that's what we like to see. Yes, let's go. Me and my friends are doing a long weekend together out there. So it's going to be in the Netherlands from the 27th of June to the 1st of July. That sounds sick. Hell yeah, let's go. Hard same lux. I feel that. 50 streams, Jess. Let's go. Hell yeah. VIP. You'd love to see it. I'm getting a VIP ticket for the concert so I can start my autograph notebook. I know you were telling me about that last stream. Let's go. Do you have anyone else like planned on the agenda for the autograph book? Who would be your top 5 people that you want to see within that book by, let's say, the end of 2024, if you had the choice of grabbing 5 people for an autograph? And how are you planning to fill that up? Is it just if an event comes by and you like that person, you're like, I'm going to take my book, I'm going to try and meet that person? Or you're going to actively seek out people you like to go get that book signed? I'm intrigued. What else did I miss? And let me tell you, once I get the ticket, I'm going to be almost broke, but it's worth it. Fair play. I have the same feeling at DreamHack. I feel like DreamHack is even worse for that kind of thing, because I feel like at DreamHack there's even more sensory stimuli, because obviously it is so gaming, like actual games, new games that are in development, new technology in development, etc. There's so much going on there in terms of new stimuli, as opposed to like a hum, although the hum is still there, right? Yeah, there's just a lot going on. So yeah, I need to give my brain a break from those things every now and again. Absolutely. But sorry, Georgia. This comment made me really think about the Apple Vision Pro, and I'm going to get to that in a second, but I want to get to the bottom of the chat before I open up this fucking can of worms, because I've seen a ton of content on it lately, and I'd be really intrigued to see what you guys think about it too. If you don't run a zombie apocalypse scenario in your head at least once a day, I'm letting you know now, you will be one of the early ones to die. Yeah, I do quite frequently. I can't lie. Maybe not every day, but probably like at least a couple of times a week. What's up? Nothing much, Keith. What's up with you, Chief? Thank you for joining us. Let's go. But a sauerkraut soup, an honorary Canadian if I have an unhealthy obsession with maple syrup. I would say yes, but I'm not a Canadian, so I'm not allowed to give you that badge. For instance, Fida is an honorary Swede because the Swedes in the community have gifted that privilege to Fida. I'm not an honorary Canadian or a Canadian, so I can't bestow that upon you. But somebody may if you're able to fight your case long enough. For 2024, Tate McRae, that's it. Maybe Crispy Concords. I don't know who that is, noted. But I'd have to be sent back and forth in the mail, and I don't know how to feel about that. Yeah, I feel like if you're doing it in a book, you should probably just get it done in person. This should be like a lifetime like enterprise of yours, right? To, I don't know, something to look back on in like 10, 20, 30 years where you're like, damn, I really met these people, and like these people really meant something to me at some point in my life. That'd be really cool. That'd be really cool. Based Crispy Concords fan. Okay, I'm glad somebody knows what's going on. Let's go, Komishi. Getting a day ticket because we make it a vacation as well. That's fair. That's fair. Did somebody just get started on today's session sub goal? Is that one of 3? Like I say, if we can routinely hit this, that's going to get us really close to that 60-40 split mark and closer to being full time. So whoever's just done that, thank you so very much. That is incredibly kind. I'm sure it'll pop up at some point, but a big thank you in advance for the anonymity for the time being. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's really kind of you. What else? 50 streams. We had a big old heist going through. Not going to TwitchCon here, but setting a meetup for friends in Chicago for August. Jess, is that like a Twitch related meetup? Like people that you've met online that you want to meet in person, or people that you know around the country that you just want to meet up? Fascinating though, noted. Now, all the kids that are making it too much for me. No, oh, really? Interesting. What is the average like age at Is it DreamHack? A DreamHack. I would have assumed it was a bit more adult, like traveling out there. The average age for DreamHack is 16 to 17. Interesting. Huh. By what? It is? You want to go? Okay, maybe we'll go to Rotterdam. Maybe. Oh, you wouldn't? Okay. What would you rather do? You'd rather do Comic-Con, wouldn't you? You'd rather do Rotterdam? Is it just because we get to go to Rotterdam? Maybe, yeah. Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's up to you. If you'd rather go to Rotterdam than Comic-Con, like, to be fair, like, only because it's closer and I'm lazy. But like, in terms of how good the convention will be, I think Rotterdam would be cooler. Probably have more cool stuff that I'd engage more with. I mean, don't get me wrong, like I enjoy Comic-Con. Like, getting a cosplay set up would be really sick. If we went to Rotterdam, I wouldn't cosplay. I wouldn't know. How are we going to do that? You want to get a 3.5 hour train in full Geralt cosplay? Yeah. You'd want to go for a weekend? Yeah. Maybe. Take the cat. We're not going to take the cats to Rotterdam. No. We'll leave them here. I don't want to make them travel unless we absolutely like we're moving somewhere, you know. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Noted. Maybe we'll go to Rotterdam then. I would have assumed that Pinky didn't want to go this year, but interesting. Okay. Do you want to go and meet me? Yes, you do. How do y'all, Benifer? Good to see you, buddy. How you doing? Thank you again for joining us. Hopefully your weekend was vibey. What's the pancake topping of choice is the winter household. So Pinky had Nutella earlier. I didn't have anything on my pancake because I was boring and Pinky made like an extra pancake from her breakfast to give to me. So it was just like a slightly sweeter than normal pancake and that was it. I probably would have put honey on it though. I quite like honey. If I'm craving something sweet, honey's nice. But Dylan, hello Winter. Dylan, hello bud. Dylan, I know a while back you asked me about editing. Don't think I've forgotten. Like genuinely, you are like at the top of my list of people that if I do get to the stage where I can start paying an editor to do some work, I will absolutely get in touch with you, by the way. I'm not quite at the point yet. I'm still working towards it. We'll see how we go over the next couple of months. Like I say, if we can get to the point where we are pretty consistent with like a 60-40 split on Twitch as well, and YouTube starts to bring in some revenue as well, then yeah, I'd absolutely love to be able to get like a couple of extra videos out a week. Not a week, sorry, a month, or even some short form stuff. That'd be sick. Merrick, hello, good to see you doing well. Thank you, Merrick. I appreciate that. How are you, buddy? Thank you very much for joining us. What the hell? A big old wad of cat hair just fell out of the sky. What the fuck? Oh, she's so cute. She's like this right now. Oh, sweet kitty up there in her throne. Bless her. Slight audio delay. Don't know if it's me. Really? It looks fine to me. Like from my audio levels versus the video. Yeah, it's instantaneous for me. Yeah, I don't think so. It looks good. But thank you for letting me know though. If you guys notice any like technical issues and you think maybe it's just your end, let me know and I'll check it anyway. But noted, Merrick, very good to see you. I don't know why, but my Wi-Fi is crap. Benefit, no. Honestly, things like Wi-Fi and lag, they're one of the few things that get me like enraged. I don't get angry at people. Don't tend to get angry at many things at all, ever. But if I'm lagging out in a video game or like my inputs aren't working properly, and I'm like, if it's out of my control like that, I hate it. I like waffles. Good to know, Starstab. Not on the pancake hype. How was the trip to Gibraltar? It was really good, Dylan. It was really nice. We got to meet up with all the family. Like, basically my whole dad's side of the family, pretty much the whole side of the family came with us. And it was really cool. It was nice to catch up. It was my nephew's first holiday away, which was really cute as well. That was nice. It's weird that I now have multiple nephews. Well, I mean, I have one like direct blood relative nephew, and then I've got my cousin's kids who are my niece and nephews. Sorry, my nephew and nieces, but you know what I mean? Like my brother having a kid now is like, what the fuck is going on? What's going on? Good, getting the day started. Nice. What do you have planned today, Merrick? What do you have planned today? If I meet Crispy IRL and use his connections, I could work my way through through to maybe eventually meeting Mr. Beast, though Sid, that is a lofty goal. I wish you the best of luck. As far as I'm aware, he is a busy man. DreamHack Summer or Winter is in Sweden. Both of them are in Sweden. Hype. Interesting. Okay. Don't watch his videos, but I have all the Mome Boys songs in my playlist. What the fuck is a Mome Boy, Komishi? Is that a really boomer thing for me to ask? I feel like it is, right? This fucking boomer. This nearly 30-year-old man. Unbelievable. Pretty chill day, mostly just shopping and picking up the little dude from school. How's the little dude doing, Eric? I do hope they are well. Gonna go make spag bowl before the boyfriend gets home. No worries, hype. Hopefully the spag bowl is delicioso. I'm sure it is if you are making it. And I do hope your boy PJ enjoys it when he gets home. Let's go. But, okay. I hit with the 7 ads, Winchester. That is so mean. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Not like this. Refresh did nothing but the reset my browser and it's fine now. Weird. What browser are you using, Merrick? What browser are you using? But what I was going to say is not highlighting on screen, but I was going to talk to you about the Apple Vision Pro, because I want to know what you guys have seen, what you guys have heard. If any of you guys over in the US have got one. I've not seen one. Obviously, it's not for sale in the UK right now. It's US exclusive right now, but I've seen a bunch of videos on it. I did my research beforehand, even before it announced, because obviously I'm quite interested in the VR, XR, AR industry, whatever you want to call it. But oh, it's a bunch of Twitch friends in the, what you said, Chicago meetup? Nice. I hope it goes well, Jess. Oh, yeah. Are you planning the whole thing yourself, or are you getting help with it, hopefully? But I think it's called for what? I'm talking about the, when in terms of the help with the planning is for your little meetup in Chicago. I'm pretty sure you said Chicago, right? But I was talking about the Apple Vision Pro. I'm staying pretty up to date with VR, AR, XR news, and there are a bunch of really high-end headsets coming out that are set for like not quite consumer level, from things like Pimax and Vario. Like they've got really, really high definition pass-through and really, really high quality lenses, etc. But I genuinely think that even for the price point, I think the Apple Vision Pro is genuinely the most impressive thing for the price that you can see at the moment. I do think obviously like the Meta Quest 3 is the most impressive thing for the low budget end. Like for £500-600, I think it's an incredible piece of hardware with like a great set of kit to it. But what the Apple Vision Pro is doing right now is kind of nuts. Yes, it's very expensive, but that doesn't mean I think it's overpriced. Okay, I don't think it's an overpriced piece of hardware. I think it is reasonably priced for what it actually is. But yeah, from the people that I've seen that have used it so far, they genuinely say it's like one of the most impressive pieces of technology that they've ever seen. Being able to have things spatially organized. So for instance, Georgia, we were talking earlier about multiple monitors. So one of the limitations of the Vision Pro right now is I don't know if you can cast PC devices, like Windows devices to the headset. I'm going to track to Asda, be back in 12 business days. I do wish you well. Hopefully your back holds up carrying 86 cans of Beppis. But best of luck to you, Chief. But right now, in terms of monitors in the headset, the Vision Pro has got the best clarity. It's pretty sure it's like 4K per eye, which is mind-boggling to get in a headset. And the pass-through cameras are the closest thing to real-life vision that you can possibly get in a headset at the moment. So if you're trying to work exclusively with a VR headset on to have multiple monitors, if you're in the Mac or Apple ecosystem, I think it's an incredible piece of tech. If you're not in the Apple ecosystem, it's slightly limited per se. Yeah, you can do a bunch of things like, for instance, if you want to be able to go on a plane or a train or a coffee shop or go somewhere remote and be able to work from it, do things like emails, browsers, notes, script writing, anything like that. If you're writing a book or you are doing some very light editing, I would say it's got an M2 chip in it, but it's not as good as like a laptop M2. You can connect a Bluetooth headset to it. You don't, a Bluetooth mic keyboard to it. You don't have to bring like a laptop with you or anything like that. I think that side of things is incredible, but yeah, I think it's a little limited, to be honest, without a Mac. But if you, I was just trying to get around your workaround, Georgia, of wanting multiple monitors but not having the space. Because if something comes up that competes with the Apple Vision Pro in terms of how clear it is, I think you're going to start seeing a lot more professionals in the space. So when I say professionals in the space, I mean, let's say somebody like myself who does a lot of video editing, or they are working on content creation, or they are constantly traveling, not necessarily me, and they're looking to have a high-end device where they're able to do multiple things all at once without the need of like a full desk space, without the need of all these monitors. Can you imagine, like, it would be fucking weird. You imagine me streaming with a headset on right now just so I can have all my monitors up? That would look super dystopian. I would miss the, I know it's the camera lens, but being able to look at the lens properly and you see my eyes look at the lens, as opposed to you just seeing a brick on my forehead with my eyes completely covered. That's one thing that I find is a little funky about wearing that headset, is even when I'm looking at the camera, you guys can't see any detail in my eyes or what I'm doing. So you do miss out on a bit, which is a little wild. Apple also has prescription glasses you can put in the Apple Vision Pro, so you don't have to use your glasses, which is a big W. I agree, Dylan. I think it's really cool. I think They've got automatic IPD. They've got varifocal, not varifocal, sorry. They've got foveatic rendering, I think it's called, which just means that whatever you're looking at is hyper realistic and whatever's around it blurs a little bit to help on computing power. But something that I've heard a lot of people say about the Apple Vision Pro is off the bat, using it is so unbelievably intuitive because you use the interface with your eyes. You look at something and you tap. You look at something, you tap, or you're like, I want to do this, and it pops up. Or you open this menu, you can pull it around, you can leave it in space. Something that I've seen a lot of people do, which is really cool, is say, for instance, they have a routine where they come into their office. They want a bunch of things up on the walls, like they want a browser. They want a browser open to do some research. They want their laptop, like their Mac screen. They leave their Mac on the desk. They can cast that up. They want a couple of other apps running in the background. They can put those in their office and then walk into a different room, and those stay positionally in the office. And then, for instance, they say, hey, when I'm doing the dishes or washing up or like anything like that, if I know I'm doing a set of tasks in this room, or I just want a really big monitor to play my PlayStation on, I could come in here, put on my headset, do a bunch of work on the Mac, do a bunch of research in the headset on another screen, something else in the headset on another screen, walk into the other room, sit down on the sofa, grab my controller, and the screen's already there, and my other screens are still doing their thing in the other room. That is absolutely wild, and I think that will eventually transform people's home spaces and home working situations, which is nuts. Having positional information retained in the headset in your environment is so crazy to me. It's so crazy to me. Boo from both Fred and Raven, both of you, thank you very much for joining us today. I hope you're both doing really good. Thank you for being here. Also, who subbed earlier? Who was it? Somebody got 1 out of 3. I need to know. If you want to stay anonymous, obviously that's completely fine. But I missed it. I missed it. It's cool. I don't know how I feel about people wearing it out in public. It feels very dystopian. I've seen a few people wearing it out in public. Sorry, not in the UK, but in YouTube videos. And yeah, it looks odd. I don't know how long it's going to take for that kind of thing to be normal. But I think wearing it at home, as it stands, there are not enough applications. There's not enough development gone into the space for it to be a purchase that makes sense right now, at least not for somebody like me. But in the future, as it gets better and more things get developed for it, maybe in like a year or two's time or a second product down the line, I think it will be one of the nicest, again, it will be a premium product that you don't really need, but I think it could be like one of the nicest, how do I word this? I think it's going to be one of the coolest bits of tech you can have in a home that transforms your life, but in a way that it's exclusively for fun. Like, until it works functionally with laptops and other devices, etc., and is powerful enough to work and edit and do things on the go, for instance, I think it's just like a home, what's the word I'm looking for? Home entertainment system, let's call it that. So you can do all your fun stuff in this room in the headset and it's cool. Go in the other room. You sit there in VR in a cinema and it's crazy, it is sick, and it's a nice experience literally on your sofa. That kind of thing I think is going to be really cool. I'm all right just making my sister's wedding dress. Noted. How's it going? You're making it yourself, which is sick. Let's go. BigWynter Star, how are you doing, buddy? Thank you for joining us. I'd rather spend 3K or so on the Vision Pro costs on a good computer with multiple monitors. Most people would, Winchester. But eventually, I genuinely think as I grow as a content creator, I think I'd love to have something like that eventually so I can work really effectively on the go. If I can, like, for instance, go to a hotel room that has a really shitty little desk, but all I can put on it is like a trackpad and a mouse and a keyboard, and I put the headset on and I've got all of my information, I've got all of my projects, I've got all of my editing timelines, I've got everything that I can do just on the go, I've got all my footage, I can sit there and edit in the headset for a while and then take it off and do something else. I think that will be amazing. I think they will eventually replace laptops. Whether or not I think they're ever going to replace like a home PC or a home like Mac setup, not yet. But I think for out and about, they'll replace laptops before they replace like a desktop. I think that's what I think. I saw someone visually impaired trying it, and he said he was able to see better with it and add that and better than he had before. Really? That's fascinating. What? So is in the oh, I'm thinking about this. So for instance, imagine I've got really poor eyesight and I need really strong glasses. If I put the headset on and it corrects for that, you have the lenses to correct your eyesight. You also have the IPD adjusted and everything. And then the screens in front of you are going to be so much clearer than what your brain's processing. And the cameras are impressive on the front. I'm guessing that's how it's working, right, Georgia? That's really cool. That's fascinating. One thing that I've seen a lot of people complain about is the fact that at the moment it is, like people say, it's a bit dystopian because it's such a new product. It is weird in general for a mass audience. Unless you're interested in VR and you know about it, it's pretty standard, right? But the eyes on the front and the persona is what they call it, like your Memoji or whatever. You make a AI version of yourself for things like FaceTime and other kind of applications. People have been complaining about that a lot, that they just look wrong. That looks like you're looking at the ghost of someone or like a rendition of someone, but not really them. And the eyes on the front are incredibly lackluster for most people, because obviously there's quite a lot of computing between the eyes and what's actually being shown on the front. Like your eyes, a bunch of computing, and then the cameras, and then whatever you're looking at. But I still think, even right now, it is a really, really fascinating piece of tech, and I'm really excited to see where it goes. I would love to have one. If I had the option of having one or not, I would 100%, 1,000,000% choose to have one, just for the fact of the cool shit I could do around my apartment, or take it out as a laptop, that kind of thing. I think that would be awesome. But yeah, I'm not spending 3.5K on it right now. Nah, I'm good. I just want to know how long until we're like Ready Player One. Dylan, we're actually not that far away. With develops in the XR space like the Apple Vision Pro, BBB, Bowser Big Big Burrito. Let's go. Sheesh, good to see you. We have haptic suits already, which give you realistic kind of like impact and pain and like points of contact. So that's covered. The headset itself, we're not quite, I think it's 60, is it PPD? Pixels per density or something? I like a human vision is 60 PPD or something like that. Whereas I think the best VR headset is currently at like 50, and that's in a really, really, really limited FOV, so it's unrealistic. So we're not quite there on complete visual clarity and pass through yet, but we're getting really close. In terms of omnidirectional movement, you've got things like the Cat VR treadmill, which you strap into, and you've got these like slidey shoes, like they're almost like mice on your feet, as in like mice on your feet, not the creature, so that you slip around and it registers as walking and moving. But it's not quite an omnidirectional treadmill. But Disney, fucking, I didn't expect Disney to do it, but Disney recently came up with an omnidirectional floor. Yeah. Let's see if I can show this really quickly, because that's fascinating. I'm going to mute this real quick. But this is wild. Look. Where is it?
Yeah.
Is it showing here? Yeah, look at this. Look.
I can walk on this omnidirectional floor in any direction I want. It will automatically...
Obviously, he's only walking right now.
Stay on the floor. And what's amazing about this is multiple people can be on it and all walking independently.
Has anyone else seen this?
Virtual reality.
It's fucking wild. Walking, I don't think you can... That was my first question, Merrick. That was my first question. How the fuck do you get off this thing? That's what I was thinking. But yeah, we're not that far away. Yeah, imagine being like, I actually need to go answer the door, and the thing's like, nope. Not letting you off. You just have to fucking like crawl, like grab on the edges and pull yourself out or something. Oh, it's so funny. But yeah, that was my first question exactly. And I'm pretty sure it's like the top comment as well. Incredible VR community has been trying to make something like this for a long time. I hope it can be commercialized. This is the next level. Okay, it's not the top comment, but I swear when I saw this video a little while back, I was looking in the comments. I was like, yeah, what's going on? Stepping on rodents, I would never, Dr. Poopy. I would never, at least not in real life. In a video game, absolutely. How you doing, Dr. Poopy? Thank you very much for joining us again today. Hope you're doing good. Appreciate you joining us. I'm pretty sure you can't really run or something. Yeah, I don't think so just yet. You can run on other things like the, I'll get the Cat VR up. Cat VR. Oh, that's not how I spell it. This thing. So this you can run in because you're strapped in with a belt. So you literally can run as fast as you want. It's a bit weird, like it's not like running, because obviously you're not pushing off your feet, you're just sliding the feet along this pad. So it's not quite as realistic as running, but I think your brain fills in the gaps enough at the moment that it works okay. I'm fine playing some old school RuneScape. Noted, Dr. Poopy. Well, I do hope you enjoy. Vibe out on your Tuesday in the stream with us and on the old school RuneScape. Again, something I don't think I'll ever be able to get into. I never played RuneScape as a kid, so I just don't think I could do it. But how you doing? I was about to say triple B, but it's triple BB. Quadruple B. That's a big bean burrito. Again, very good to have you in. Thank you for being here. It's not going to be normal until it either becomes affordable, yep, or we're like 3 or 4 generations in and you can get the first or second gen cheaper. I think, Dylan, with the Vision Pro especially, I'm pretty sure another one's just going to come out next year now that they have the supply chains in place, now that they have like a demand growing for it, once they have the developers actually producing really, really cool applications for it. For instance, like I don't think you can use YouTube or Netflix in the headset right now, which is dumb. I feel like that would be a really big selling point of being able to enjoy a YouTube video, like a proper YouTube video. Like you have to go to Safari and then to YouTube. There's no YouTube app or anything like that, which is dumb. Same with Netflix. But something like that is something that I think is going to make it so much more viable, is that when, like I said, developers are really taking advantage of the spatial side of things and positional side of things, and just the user interaction, the way that applications can be built in full spatial 3D. When that's done, I think a lot of people are going to hop on it a lot more. But yeah, $3.5 grand right now is a bit nuts, a bit too much. The most I would spend on a VR headset like rig right now would be about 1,500, and it would have to be really good, like really, really good. Like my Quest 2, obviously it was partially funded by you wonderful people in Throne, which was phenomenal. So thank you to all who contributed for that. But it's really good for what it is. It's actually really solid. Yeah, it's a bit outdated compared to things like the Quest 3 or the Big Screen Beyond, or even like the Quest Pro or anything like that. It doesn't have all the same features. It's lacking some things. Visual clarity is not as good. Positional side of things is not as good. But for what I use it exclusively for VR. I don't use it for the pass-through. I don't use it for out and about tasks or anything like that. I don't use it for editing. I don't do anything. I do everything I need on my computer, and I grab that for fun time. So I wouldn't spend a lot of money on a new headset just yet until it can replace some of this or do this better than my current setup, or the gaming is so much better that it makes sense to upgrade right now. That's the plan with it, at least. That's the plan with it. But yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to go on such a big rant about the Vision Pro. I just think it's such a fascinating piece of tech, and there's been so much talked about regarding it the last couple of days. But yeah, it's really, really cool. Not only that, but the lenses is closer than the actual object, maybe. True. Yeah, I suppose so. That would make a lot of sense. It's going amazing, just stitching on the butterflies and flowers. Very nice. Love to see it. But Annie, Jess, Georgia, and Merrick, all back from the heist. Nicely done, friends. So what I'm going to do is Michael Jackson had his best move stolen by technology. I didn't even think about that, Merrick. That is genius. But I'm going to go ahead and take a really short break. I'm going to put some words on stream. Unless you guys want some Gartic, shout Goss in the chat, GOS, if you'd rather have some Gartic right now. But I think I've got everything ready for words. I'm going to take a really short break. I'm going to fill up my beverage, and then we are going to go ahead and play some Power World. I'm going to try my absolute best to get the multiplayer server set up so you guys can join again. But I make no promises because it's been really janky. Genuinely, I've tried a lot over the last 2 days or so to get it to work, and it hasn't done. So unless something miraculous happens in the next 5 minutes, it's probably going to be a solo adventure. But at 6 p.m, it's going to be a really long stream today. I'm going to go ahead and hop onto the new season of Apex Legends, but we're going to be playing some Power World until then. But Georgia has spoken. We are going to go ahead and play some Gartic. So enjoy, my friends, and I'll be back in a minute, okay? Okay, so I haven't moved for the last couple of minutes, just FYI, because I've desperately been trying to get Power Worlds to function, and I can play solo, but every time I select multiplayer, the game crashes on world boot, which is less than ideal. Tried a few options, tried verifying and repairing, tried customizing the world settings, and it's just not been doing what I want it to. But I've just realized I do have a graphics driver that I need to install, which I'm trying to do now, but I have a feeling it may or may not break the stream, because I'm pretty sure I'm using my GPU and the current graphics drivers to encode the stream right now. So if we drop in the next, couple of minutes, then that might be why, but have no fear, I will return if it drops. Just getting everything working again, but for the time being, I'm going to leave Hitmonchan there dancing at the top on Who's That Pokemon, and I'm going to let you guys just continue to play some Gartic, because I think that'll be fun. Little concerned. I genuinely, I don't see why this would let me update my graphics driver while streaming. I'm pretty sure it will say, hey, you need to restart your PC, or you need to close open broadcasting software, one of those things. So let's see, shall we? I'm sure it'll be fine. That looks like a chicken leg. Is that a chicken leg at the bottom? The fuck? What's that supposed to be? Is that a tiger? A tiger paw? Crocodile's foot? What the fuck? Oh, is that just a tiger claw?